Hi guys, this is Omakino with another Rome to the War online commentary vid. This is the fifth one I've done, and I'm on the skip July instead of July because these guys were the July first, and I I just like the July because I like the color red and stuff. And now as you can see, I moved all my force over there, so it's harder to yeah. So anyways, let's look at my force. Oh yeah, this is a 2 versus 2. And I'm allied with Yoktes, I think. So anyways, in the front, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 units of urban cohorts. And behind them, I have 4 units of archer auxilia. Then I have my last urban cohort in the back. I have Praetorian cavalry over here, and a Praetorian cavalry over there. Then let's look at the army of Yoktes. And he said that he accidentally clicked start battle before he even deployed. So this is why his army looks like this, which is actually a good setup. He has 4 units of Praetorian cavalry, except for the fact that one main is weaker than the other, but whatever. And then there are 5 units of urban cohorts, probably like really upgraded and stuff. Mine are not as upgraded. And then I have moved my general up, and I put my archers more in the back, because my general should really be with the main force of urbans. And then let's look at my Praetorian calves. Very cool calves, like the part of the boy. Okay, now the battle starts. I'm gonna pause, and then let's look at. I'm facing Navi Jat and AZN Swids Colonel 45. And then Navi Jat, who I am facing, has 3 units of archer auxiliary in front, with 5 units of urban cohorts behind them, and he has 5 units of Praetorian cavalry, which makes him have cavalry superiority, which is bad. And the army Yoktes is facing is 5 units of legionary first cohorts. The guy probably picked them because he thought that because they thought that they wouldn't rout as easily, which is kind of true, but not really when you're facing urbans. So and he's 3 units of Praetorian cavalry. So Navi Jat has moved all of his Praetorian cavalry to attack my left flank, and I am moving my Praetorian cavalry to kill some archers, which is why I don't put my archers in front. So I'm paranoid. And then, seeing as they retreated fast enough, then I'll retreat myself. I want to hit his urban cohorts, and now his Praetorian cavalry are attacking my archers. And Yoktes kindly has sent his 4 Praetorian cavalries to help me, seeing as I don't have any cavalry at all. And his urban cohorts are repositioning themselves as to get a better attack on all of them. Not attack, but something. And then I, in the meantime, are trying to chase away his horses from attacking my archers. And then he attacked my horses, which probably isn't going to end well for me. And both of them rout. This one's 727 left, and this one has 10 left. Unfortunately, Yoktes' cavalry did get there a bit too late, so he is not fighting with me. He's just fighting alone. But still, he has a pretty big cavalry force. And then one of its units stopped to fight, and then the rest of them do too. And then that one routs, and then my guy stops routing. And I failed to notice that my urbans are attacking his urbans. And they're all attacking one big blob, since I used to go on this thing where I always attacked in big blobs. I just attacked 1 unit since I was lazy. Now let's look at this battle over here. I'm happy that the frame rate was a lot better. It is a lot better than the 3 vs 3 battle I did a bit back. Yeah. So yeah, I think that I'm not sure who's winning actually right now. If you look at it in terms of blobbiness, then Navijat's winning. I also think, oh yeah, and Swords Colonel guy is also helping. So now my returning cavalry and my urbans are attacking his urbans. Are attacking Navijat's urbans. Here. And Swords Colonel is preoccupied with Yoktes' urbans. And they are, as you can see, more spread out and more like orderly. For some reason, these guys are have ran out of any other things. And as you see before in my other videos, I think that's funny and stuff. So now 2 of his cavalry have routed, but now one of Yoktes' cavalry is also routed. And then Navijat is sending some of his cavalry back to help deal with the infantry problem that he's having. And fortunately for me, one of them is his general unit, which I like since I can kill his general right now. One of his urban cohorts is over there now, and I'm using flaming arrows because I want to route the cavalry, because I think that they're good enough for routing now, since they have a small force. And then here's his general. It's always weird how in campaign battles, generals are always wearing gold armor and stuff, and here they just aren't wearing any helmets. So now the only force left is his general, which I really hope that I can kill soon, because I still want to get a better advantage over his troops, because he still has a bit, mostly archers, but still. And then Yoktes has went out against Swords Colonel's units of Legionary First Cohorts. But now, it's Swids, not Swords. So anyway, Swids is bringing his cavalry back to deal with his infantry problem, because Yoktes' urbans were heavily damaged a bit. And with half my archery force, I'm attacking these urban cohorts, and with the other half, I am attacking his archers. Right? And then I almost kill his general there, but I don't. And yeah, his generals are running back and forth. And now here he comes again. And now my guys are getting archered from both the front and the back from mine and his archers. But now I realized my mistake and started attacking his archers. And now here comes his general again. Yay! Not really yay, but whatever. But he almost gets killed again. But he does not. He escapes it again. And now his archers are attacking this routing unit of urban cohorts to make sure it doesn't come back. And now Yoktes is attacking this unit of archer auxilia. And still, Navijat's general is not dead. Let's see, he's dead now. He finally dies after 3 tries.
The enemy general is killed.
Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts. And now, Swids gets his horses and his one unit of Legionary First Cohorts that stopped routing to try to help Navijat in killing Yoktes. And right now, Navijat only has that unit of urban cohorts left. Let's see this.
The enemy general flees. Press forward.
So yeah, the other enemy general fled. And now that didn't work for Swids. But one of his guys still hasn't routed yet. By pursuing cavalry against urbans, the urbans will win eventually. Now my urbans are heavily depleted against his urbans. And now my archers are devoting their full force onto the Legionary First Cohorts. I'm still using flaming arrows because I think that they still might win and stuff. And yeah, but it's not really doing. It's not really making a difference. But it might make a difference to those return calves. So right now, I think only these guys are left. Let's see.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
No, these archer auxiliaries are still left. But not for long. And they're still firing into that great mass.